let's say that 10 is the square root. 10 times 10 is 100. If you have 100 salespeople on a sales team, 10 of those salespeople will make half the sales, half the commissions.
Wow.
Yes.
Is this similar to 80-20?
It's similar, but it's very different because it shows you, like 80-20 shows you that 80% of your results are produced by 20% of your efforts. This is showing you something totally cool, different, but in a cool way. I shared this with Ben Hardy. Like we became friends immediately, right? So if you go up to 10,000, you got a big insurance company, for instance, like New York Life. 100 times 10,000, that can't be right. 100 salespeople are producing half the sales.
Wow.
If Price's Law is true, that would have to be true. Okay, cool. I'm going to prove it's true for the country. Are you ready?
Okay.
There are 30 million businesses in the United States of America. The square root of 30 million is 5,477, which means 5,477 businesses are producing half of the gross domestic product of the United States of America.
Might be less. Who knows? You got
Exactly.
Apple and Google and,
you're picking
Meta.
up what I'm putting down.
It's like.
Exactly. So what does Price's Law show us? Here's what I believe it shows us. Two things. One, mediocrity scales exponentially. Excellence only scales incrementally.
What does that mean?
It means almost everybody is willing to do enough to be one of the mediocre many. But only a very small percentage of people are willing to do what it takes to be one of the fantastic few.
Yeah.
That's what it means. Mediocrity scales exponentially. Why? Maybe because only a handful of people are willing to pay the price of Price's Law to become one of the fantastic
That's
few.
true.
Isn't that mind-blowing?
That's true, man. That's interesting.
I know, it blew my mind too.
Well, based on that law then, what do you think separates people who make six figures and only stay at a six-figure level to those that break through that level to seven figures consistently or even 8 and beyond?
Yeah, well, that's easy. I think that one of the things that keeps people from 100,000 a month is 100,000 a year. One thing that keeps people from 500,000 a month is 100,000 a month. What do I mean by that? Like you get to the place you think, I'm there.
I'm good. I made it.
But I've got news for everybody. And this is a great financial principle. There is no there. The journey is the there. And so if that's the case, if I've become, let's say, a millionaire or a multimillionaire or a decamillionaire, if I become that, am I there? I'm not there, because the whole purpose of me being is for me to be becoming. And so it's not necessarily all about the money. Robert Allen did me a favor. You know who Robert G. Allen is? Author of Multiple Streams of Income. Okay. Creating Wealth. I was at one of his wealth retreats one time, and he asked for a testimonial. And I literally had one of his audio programs in my car for probably 6 years. It was called Infopreneuring. I had it in my car for 6 years, and I applied a lot of stuff, and it helped me make a lot of money. And he asked for a testimonial. I'm like, yeah. I used to be a trash man I came up on stage, there's 700 people there. I used to be a trash man making, $6.25 an hour. Now I make $30,000 a month. I'm living like a king. He said to me, wow, you're doing really good. Here's what he said to me. He said, you're about to have a breakthrough to the really big money. And I thought, my first thought was,
30 grand's it's not a lot of the money already.
Right. I thought, did this guy just diss my 30,000 a month in front of 700 people? That was my first thought.
From $6.25 an hour to 30 grand a month?
Right. And then I thought, wait, there's a level where 30 grand a month is not a lot of money? Well, now I have a business where if it does 30,000 a day, it's not a big deal. And I don't mean 30,000 in a day. I mean 30,000 a day, 365 days a year. That's not a big deal. But if Robert Allen wouldn't have said that to me, that expanded my thinking in ways that inspiring me couldn't. Motivating me couldn't. He just said, yeah, you're about to have a breakthrough. Basically he said, you think you're doing good.